Hey, Jason here with Clear Creek Farm. I've been asked, with us showing goats, what are the minimals that you need to get started in showing goats with clipping and stuff like that. So today, I'm going to go over what the basics are for getting goats around to go into the show ring. One of the first things you should get in your bag of tools is a good fitting stand. I'll leave some links below in the description of a few companies that have a few reasonable fitting stands. Any of them will work. You just need to make sure you get the right headpiece for them. And most of them do not come with the proper headpiece. Either two of these two styles of headpieces will work. For the smaller goats, the one with the blue on it is ideal. If you're going to fit bigger goats, other like bucks and stuff like that, or big does, the other one will be the one that you'll want to get. Clippers. I myself don't mind any kind of clippers. Name brand don't matter. The Andes, which are here, are the red ones. They are very easy to find. You can get them at Tractor Supply, Farm and Home, or any of your farm stores. They work great. Only thing when you're going to find clippers, make sure you get the ones with the detachable blades that you can switch out your blades. That'll make your life very easily when you go to start fitting your animals. So clippers, it don't matter. 2 speeds are best. If you only can find a 1 speed, it will get you started. And then when you're ready to upgrade, you can upgrade. There's a lot of different kinds of Andes clippers that work. I found out that the best ones are just what you can get at Tractor Supply, Farm and Home, or your local farm store. You don't need to spend all the big money that you can find. The ones that you can find online and stuff, you usually end up paying way more than. I always revert back to the ones I started with, and they are easy, they're reasonable, and you can basically drop them and they'll still work. I don't have very much problem with them, so they're what I use and what I have used since I started clipping goats 5 years ago. If I was getting into clipping goats again, there would be only 2 blades, and these are the 2 blades I recommend everybody to get. A blending blade. Usually it's a medium blending blade. Most all the blending blades are pretty much the same. Do not get a blocking blade. A blocking blade will basically cut your animal wide open, no problem, and you'll be stitching them back up. Make sure you get a blending blade. That will be to blend in your hair you cut off the front and around their shoulders, and I use that primary for the primary blade for pretty much everything. The other blade there is a 10, number 10, which is 1.5 millimeters. That one there is what I use to put on my guards. And the guards I use, that saves me from having to buy 10, 15, 20 different blades. I can buy a set of guards, and the set of guards will basically do everything I need to do on my animal while I'm trimming them up. Alright, the last thing that I would say, or one of the last things I would say everybody needs in their kit of things they need to start clipping animals, especially goats, Boer goats ready to go in the show ring, is a good set of guards. These guards can be found on Amazon, eBay. They usually come in a set of 6. Over the years I broke mine off, and I usually use a 1/4 and a 1/2 most of the time. If I really need to trim an animal down that has lots of hair, I might use the 1 inch. But them are the 3 main ones I use. But you have to have a good set of guards, or you're going to be buying 10 or 15 different blades to be able to do what you need to do to trim up your goats properly. One of the last things I use here to get started is blade lube. You can use the Cool Lube spray. I don't like it as much. The Cool Lube spray basically will spray on there and it'll lube them for a little bit. The oil, the blade lube, works way better and it lasts longer. I usually only apply that 2 or 3 times, or when I switch blades. With the other stuff, you're always spraying it, and this is way cheaper to buy. And most new clippers come with a blade lube of some sort, and usually it's a small bottle, but usually you can buy a bottle of this for a few dollars. It don't cost that much. The last thing I would say somebody needs to get started in fitting goats is a good set of hoof trimmers. I use these ARS. You get what you pay for. These are run between $35 and $40 a pair. I like the short ones. They have a longer set which work just as good, if not better. I love the ARS. Make sure you get the ARS that are made for hoof trimming. You can find these on eBay, Amazon. I mean, most fitting stores don't carry them just because they're so expensive. The cheap ones from Tractor Supply, Farm and Home, usually last 5-6 goats. I can keep a pair of these and they'll last for months. I usually buy them once a year, 2 or 3 pairs, and they last me all year. And most of the time I still have 2 or 3 pair at the end of the year that are still good to use. So that would be the last thing I have in what my bag of tricks that I need and think any new person that's getting into goats should have in their bag of tricks.